Hi, my name is Swanee. I'm the owner of 44Orange, and I put together this video for people who are in the process of shopping for a website, and they want to have all considerations presented to them. What I'm going to be able to show you is the different options that you have, and then some of the separate qualities, and then also explain to you why I created our 44 and 88 plan at 44Orange. So let's get right into it. Hopefully you don't mind the handwriting and the hand gestures, but I thought working on a whiteboard might help you visualize this. So really you have four different options when it comes down to who are you going to hire or how are you going to get your website done. Now pretty much everyone these days, if you're a profession or you're a business, you need a website. People are expecting a website. To go without a website could be risky. Most people want to be able to check you out online at their own time, from their own anonymity, and without any kind of risk to them. So websites are very convenient for shopping. We all use websites to shop. And so people are going to do the same thing with you. And even if they already know you, even if they know about you, they may still want to go to your website and consider. So here's how you can get a website done. Really four options. Here you can do it yourself, right? DIY. Some people might even use some of these handy tools called like Wix or Weebly. And those aren't bad options. They really aren't. But they each are going to have their own different qualities afterward, and I'll get into those next. Next is we have the agencies. They're really good, high quality websites, professionals, they're going to stay around. Usually that's the kind of quality we all want. And the question is, can we afford it? And is it even the right time to purchase and invest in a website that's built by an agency? Then we have the freelancers. This could be your cousin. Hey, I just finished website school last month. There's pros and cons to hiring a freelancer. And then we're going to compare all these options to the web plans that we offer at 44Orange. So in the first call is we're going to probably look at quality first. Your website is a reflection of you. So does it professionally represent you to your potential customers? And in the case of do-it-yourself, they can be good. That's kind of why I have a question mark. Some of the templates and themes that they offer at Wix and Weebly, they can look immaculate. But who actually put it together? Who put the images in? Who picked the colors? Were they able to customize any things? How good were they at even writing the content? Now you might have your own content written really well, but even then, put it into a format that's going to give you a high quality. Even with a Wix and Weebly site, could the site still look less than professional? That's maybe your risk. But certainly, if you are good and handy with do-it-yourself, and you think you can pick good images and write good content, this can be a great option, mainly because you're going to save money, you're going to save time, and for the most part, Wix and Weebly aren't going anywhere. However, good luck trying to get a hold of them on customer support, and we'll get back to that a little bit later. Next, we have the agencies. Agencies who specify and specialize in web work. Some of those can be fantastic, and they're extremely talented, extremely knowledgeable. However, I have seen some agencies that are actually a little bit suspect. And you still paid an incredible amount of money for a real average website. It happens more often than you would think. So if you are going to go the agency route, do pay your diligence. You will want to get references and examples of their work so that you can see just how good is this quality actually going to be. Is it going to be the expected agency quality that I'm looking for? But certainly that would represent your company quite well. For some companies, this might be overkill, right? This might be too much. And if I'm not going to pick on plumbers, but if you're a plumber, do you really drive to and from work in a Lexus, right? Now, we get a pickup truck. I don't really care what the pickup truck works. I just want it to work. But I want a nice truck. You can have a nice truck, but it doesn't have to be a Lexus. Freelance. Possibly. This star could even be a question mark. It just really depends how long they've been freelancing and how much natural talent do they have. If they don't have a lot of experience and they don't have a good resume, yeah, these can start to become question marks. And you've now made an investment, and they're going to go off and build a website. What are you going to get in return? With 44Orange, we're going to give you that agency quality website. It's not going to be 4 stars, because for the most part, you don't need 4 stars. Most people don't need 4 stars. If you do need 4 or 5 stars here, I do have another company I can talk to you about. We've been building websites on the best hosting plans you can, the best themes, but we also have the aesthetics. We also have the organization, the clarity. We can write the websites. So overall, it's going to have that high-end agency-like presentation to your website. So those are your options for the quality. Let's keep moving along. What's it going to cost? Well, certainly do-it-yourself is going to save you the most money. A lot of times these Wix and Weebly programs can come anywhere somewhere between $20 to $100 a month. It's not a bad price. And most people, if you're running a serious business, that's doable. That should be doable. Agency, boy, you can really expect to spend a lot. Agencies charge a lot for a reason. They sometimes do have the greater experience and the professionals. They're going to be around. They've got clout. They've got reputation. But they got to be able to charge for that. They've got significant overhead. They have to be able to pay their talent, and they have to be able to cover all their other overhead. That's going to get passed on to you. In some cases, this is every bit worth it. So don't knock it. I'm not going to knock the agency. You very likely can get 3, 4, 5-star quality. Generally, the price is going to be about the same. Freelance, here's where you can maybe save a few bucks. You can start getting close to agency quality work, possibly agency quality work. We don't really know. Depends, again, how experienced they are and what kind of natural talent do they have at design. And this might be where you can save some money. But in the long run, if you get a website that doesn't work or you got to rebuild it every other year, you may actually be spending more in the long run if it's a site that doesn't work or meet expectations. With 44Orange, on our website, we talk about the different types of plans that we have. And the main reason why we can afford or offer websites for such a low cost is because we do these things called one-page selling websites. And I'm not going to explain what the one-page selling website is in this video. Look on our website and other videos for that explanation. But I do go into a video where I talk about the anatomy of a one-page website and why that works. And because we can just do a one-page website and use a template that we reuse over and over, and all we do is we change logos, we change content, we can change colors, we can even change the fonts. So it looks like a new website to any visitor, but we're actually using the same template. And it's optimized for mobile devices, it's optimized to sell. And because we can reuse that, we're able to pretty much give you the website for free. And then the ongoing costs are going to keep it in the price range of Wix and Weebly. For the most part, the web plans we offer at 44Orange cost less than what you probably pay for your cable bill at home, possibly even your phone bill. And this is your website, possibly the most important marketing tool you have as a business. I would guess at least 50% of your potential customers are going to see your website at some point. Next is the time that it takes you. Well, obviously, if you're going to do it yourself and you've never done websites before, it could be quick. It's nice that Wix and Weebly give you templates to start with, so you're not actually doing the coding. All the coding and the layout is done for you. You just place your content. That is convenient, and that is handy for sure. But if you've never done that before, this could take up some time. Not only that, but you have to keep the website going. So when changes are needed, technical updates are needed, are you going to have the time to pay attention to your website? So a website really shouldn't be a set and forget kind of thing. It constantly needs maintenance, constantly needs time and attention to make sure that that presentation is always dialed in, no matter when or where anybody finds you. Now generally, agencies are going to do all the work for you, but it might take them time to build the first website. You might be talking months before you get your first website, or maybe you're talking a couple weeks. Certainly with a one-page website, we're going to have it done within 1 to 2 weeks. That's what we shoot for. Only if content changes or user requirements change does it take longer than that. We'll always work with people if changes are needed, but if we've got things set, yeah, we can turn a website around in 1 to 2 weeks. Your freelance talent, probably the same thing with an agency. Yeah, agencies can be fast, so can freelance talent, but they can also take a little bit longer. And then the ongoing, certainly they should do more of the work for you. The freelancer may not write. What if the freelancer doesn't write any web content for you? We can write web content for you. How much time does it take to write content? It's a lot. It can take a lot of time to do it right and to do it well. Finally, once you have your website up, what kind of support are you going to get? Customer service? Who's going to answer the call? Who's going to answer emails to help you out? You need to change your hours of operation. Maybe you have a new staff member that joined the organization. You've got to do this yourself. Wix and Weebly is not going to do it for you. And if something goes wrong, you're kind of on your own. What if there's a technical glitch and something breaks on your site? Well, then you might get support from Wix and Weebly, just kind of depends. With an agency, you should get really good support. However, some of these really large agencies, you become one of 1,000 or more clients. And that's when customer service drops off. And also the performance. They just forget about you. But there are some agencies that maybe they're a boutique type agency and they only have 30 to 100 clients. Those agencies probably have excellent customer support. And that would be worth it. And they're going to be around. All right. Wix and Weebly, they'll be around. At least you hope so. The agency should be around. Freelancers, I don't know. They can be here today and gone tomorrow. You just really don't know, especially if they're working by themselves. They might move. They might decide, hey, I'm done with website design. And this is actually the complaint I get probably the most. This probably brings me more clients than anything else is, we don't know what happened to our web guy. He just left. Or web gal, she just left. And they're left with a website they can't update. All right? So that's one of the risks that you're going to have with a solo freelance operation. With 44Orange, you get all the access to your site. So at any time, you can take your site up and with you and take it to anybody else. We work with WordPress. WordPress is the most ubiquitous web platform on the planet. And this is such a streamlined website. It's so easy to take care of and maintain that really you won't really have to make a lot of updates. But if you find anyone who works on WordPress, and they're everywhere, they're going to be able to update. Now that would be if 44Orange just, I don't know, let's say there was an earthquake and the entire company collapsed. You still could walk away with it. But otherwise, you're always a day or two away from any updates that you need. Plus, you have access. So if you do want to do things yourself, you can. Sometimes with agencies, they don't let you in. They lock you out. Or they're going to hold your files back. They're going to withhold files, logins. They're going to withhold copyrights. They don't want you to take your website anywhere you want. With 44Orange, updates are always immediate, as fast as we can get them. We usually ask for a day or two business, but sometimes we have emergencies. Emergencies and websites are pretty rare. But we can make those really fast, and we're readily and quickly available. And we're going to be around a while, and you can always take it with you. So there's really zero risk on having us build the site for you. So I've gone through all the criteria. Really, the whole reason why I came up with 44Orange is it just served this unserved need. You just had, for instance, let's say up-and-coming professionals who are breaking out on their own. So they're very good at what they're doing. They're not necessarily a brand new startup, and they're serious about their business. I mean, 44Orange, this is for serious businesses, serious professionals who want an agency quality website, but without the cost, without ever even having to touch it, and always having somebody there to help them when they need it. All right? There's really an unserved need, because once you get to agency, a lot of times this kind of an investment, while this website would be nice, that kind of investment is just out of reach for too many people. And with the do-it-yourself, a lot of people just like, I don't even want to touch this. I don't even want to touch this. Even if I could learn this, I don't even want to touch it. Again, if you're handy with websites and this and that, like playing with those things, this is a great solution. I'm not going to turn you away from that. But this plan is meant for the people who want that agency quality at a cost that is, I would call a no-brainer, less than what you spend on your cable bill at home. And you're going to get great support, and you can be completely hands-off if you want to. So I hope that helps out, and that explains why we came up with this product offering. And you might even be asking, why are we doing it? Obviously, for us, the profit isn't at the beginning. You know, there are some agencies who want to charge you a huge upfront cost to cover all their costs, and you're going to pay a big bill, $3,000, $13,000, $25,000. Boom, today, now. We make our profit over time. So if you stay with 44Orange for years, and that's the whole point of it, is your website never goes obsolete. We constantly keep it up to date. And that's usually the reason why people have to redesign every 2 to 5 years is the website went obsolete. Well, we're not going to let it. It'll never go obsolete, and you get a price for life, and it's a very nominal price. Our profit comes in when we can build very simple websites that do the job with one page. And by keeping it that simple, we can keep this as a low price per month, something that should be affordable for most people. And if we can keep you for a long time, we're happy, you're going to be happy, it's going to be a win-win situation. Hope that helped, and I appreciate you watching the video.